Welcome inside the John M. Huntsman Center, inside of the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament. On KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships. Our quarterfinal matchup today, the Westlake Thunder and the Lone Peak Knights, just like last year. They met the last week of the year in regular season, and now they meet at the site in the quarterfinals. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. As always, presented by Heinemann Associates. We're also this week brought to you by NutriCost. You get 30% off your order when you put in the code UTAHMADE. Dane, this is an interesting one. The back-to-back reigning champion Lone Peak Knights once again having to go through Westlake.
Yeah, it's becoming a tradition unlike any other. A lot of familiarity with these two programs, obviously being region rivals. And look, the styles are interesting. Westlake loves to press, get out and run. Lone Peak loves to get up and down the floor as well. And Coach McFarland, and I believe her first year here, maybe her second, I can't remember. I think it's her first. But boy, she's got Westlake right back, trying to put together a playoff run. And they've got a shooter, Westlake does, that boy, can be really good from long range. One of the best three-point shooters in Chloe Jensen. Lone Peak, they're not shy from shooting the long ball as well. We should have fireworks here this afternoon.
It'll be our last go-around with Shawnee Nordstrom. Whenever that comes to an end, Shawnee will be going to Cal Baptist to go play the next 4 years. Wearing a full leg sleeve today. She has not sported that this year. There's a foul on Austin Feller. If you hear any banging or groaning or moaning, it's because we do have Westlake senior sitting next to us, Bauer Anderson. Fresh off a trip to the Student Union building is the free throw good to Shawnee Nordstrom. They escaped him on Saturday, Dane. They weren't escaping him today.
I mean, he had the schedule ready to go this morning.
Shawnee makes them both. And we'll be very familiar. Well, anyone who watched that game to close out the regular season will know that we're very familiar with Lone Peak girls. We do every game on the Rewind Sports Network for Lone Peak.
A little zone look here for Lone Peak defensively.
As Chloe Jensen knocks down the three.
I'm not going to broadcast jinx it, but told you she is one of the best three-point shooters in the state. You've got to mark Chloe Jensen all game long.
Turnover comes Willis. Jada right down the lane at Tanuvasa, blocked away by Naya Tanuvasa. Woolston ahead. What a play. Shawnee Nordstrom.
Oh, that was such a well-placed pass from the sophomore Woolston.
Shawnee going with the full ponytail. Normally she does like a little bun thing. The things you know when you cover every girls game. There's Bartholomew with the block. And that pass goes out of bounds off of Westlake. As we'll get a chance to look at that last sequence with Lone Peak. Well, it's the wrong one. Oh, never mind. This is it.
Look at that.
This is perfect. Like Stephen Ashworth to Chancery Ross.
Here's a ball movement here.
As Tanuvasa fouled on the drive. It'll be the second team foul on Westlake.
You know, Janice Sikander, a freshman on this Westlake team, just a youngster, a point guard. Really growing in as she's got more minutes, but miscue there, and that's great vision from Bartholomew, able to find Nordstrom.
Good vision must run in the family.
Yes, it does.
Good bloodlines. Bartholomew with the find to Shawnee Nordstrom's got a great start to this one for Shawnee. She's reached this level, this part of this tournament every year of her high school career. As the three from Jada Willis is short. Rebound to Austin Feller. Did not hit the rim as Chloe Jensen now with 5 points.
Austin Feller is one for Westlake. She's all over the floor. I mean, she is run. Tries to create confusion, disruption with her just energy. Great player in any locker room or roster.
Absolutely. The ball will go back to Westlake. So 1 point Lone Peak lead. Nia Tanuvasa got her hand on that. Loose ball tracked down by Katie Lawrence. Ahead to Kennedy Woolston. Kennedy down the lane. Little strong off the backboard. The rebound, Austin Feller. Feller lost it on the way up.
How about that hesitation? Such a nice job there by Feller. It's that little stutter. Frees up the opportunity to continue on with the fast break.
As Feller along the baseline. And that ball tipped out of bounds by Shawnee Nordstrom. It'll stay here. And of course, we talked about Charlotte McFarland, her first year at Westlake. Nancy Warner, longtime head coach at Lone Peak, one of the best girls coaches in the history of the state after all the titles she won at Springville, and then moved on to Lone Peak.
That's after her high school titles. Miss Basketball,
yes. I mean. Chloe Jensen misses on the three. Woolston, the wide open Kaylee Rich, and Kaylee with the easy two.
So hard to defend this Lone Peak squad. They can shoot it, they can drive it, they've got posts. They make you defend every inch of that floor, and it's hard to do it for a full 32.
Lone Peak comes in 16-6 on the year. They're on a winning streak after getting done with their non-region schedule, where they did lose to two in-state teams, lost to Ridgeline and lost to Copper Hills, who we'll see later. The number one team in the RPI, the Copper Hills Grizzlies.
That is a long, athletic group for the Grizz.
Tanuvasa with the steal. And that ball kicked out of bounds by Jada Willis.
Yeah, that should stay.
Nia Tanuvasa did pick up an offer from BYU.
Good for her.
I didn't know that she'd actually gotten it. I'd heard rumors it would happen, a PW opportunity, and she announces she gets that bucket there right on cue. And on her senior night, they announced that she'd be continuing her education and basketball career at BYU.
I think she's a player that, with Kaylee Woolston now being gone, you've really seen her skill set on more display.
Shawnee with another bucket. Got Nordstrom with 8.
Just doesn't take long for things to get sideways, and it's going that direction here early.
Timeout, Coach Charlotte McFarland. And timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. 3:51 left in the first quarter. You're watching the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. And welcome back in the Huntsman Center. We'll be back tomorrow with the 5A semifinals. Of course, the 6A semis will be on Wednesday.
Out of the timeout, it is Thunder basketball.
And a 12-point Lone Peak lead early in the first quarter. This Lone Peak Knight team looking to go with a three-peat. They have won back-to-back titles. As Tanuvasa with the steal, and Naya goes the other way and lays it in. In fact, I think Lone Peak has played Westlake every year the last 3 in this round. I think we said the same thing last year. That's trying to remember the bracket. Or it may have been Sky Ridge. Here's Feller. Jada Willis from way outside. No. And the rebound to Nia Tanuvasa. Shawnee inside to Sarah Bartholomew, and the future Cougar with a turnaround. And her first points. She really settled in midway through the year.
Yeah, I think, when you lose a player like a Kaylee Woolston, it takes a little bit of time. New roles, and you can return everyone else like Lone Peak has, but there's still a need to have some chemistry and knowing how each player is going to affect and where their input is made. And And I think as the season's gone on, you saw some non-region losses, in-state, out-of-state. Come region play, this is the Lone Peak team I think most of us thought we'd see all year long.
Oh, and the three is good from Sikander. Janice Sikander, the freshman, drills the three. Naya Tanuvasa inside to Bartholomew, blocked away from behind and out of bounds. I think it was Ella Seymour that got in there to get this block. Yeah, that went off of...
Speller, I believe, coming from behind.
And there's Austin Feller, laying it up and in.
Good push here by Westlake.
Naya on the drive and is fouled. They'll put Naya Tanuvasa at the line to shoot 2 free throws. No, they call it on the floor. Oh, Bartholomew finds the cutting Kaylee Woolston. I knew it. Kennedy Woolston.
We'll give you a pass that once. This is throwing a player open to borrow a term. See that little jab out. The defense goes with it, knowing that lane's open. Good vision there by Bartholomew.
And Kennedy hits the first. Just a sophomore is Kennedy Woolston. Will be back the next 2 years. Will be a 4-year starter, just like her sister Kaylee, who is starring at BYU and having a terrific freshman season. As that second free throw is no good. And it was Isley Salval with probably his 32. Ava Cheney with the rebound as Chloe Jensen nails the three, her second of the quarter, and a timeout to Nancy Warner. A 30-second timeout, but Dane, you talked about her at top. This girl can shoot.
She can shoot. Better mark up Chloe Jensen. She's one of the best to do it.
To steal a phrase from another sport. Look, you're throwing them open and now mark a player. Dane Stewart. Look at this. His talents never end and his knowledge never goes away. But how about this? It's a Utah Facial Plastics timeout. Call 801-960-3137 and set up a consultation. Look, if you're losing your hair, hair restoration, you're a guy and you're just, I want to get this taken care of, it's hurting your confidence, whatever it is, go set up an appointment with Utah Facial Plastics for hair restoration. Also, I've been not shy about sharing the fact this week that, I got some Botox I turned 40. I was really irritated by a certain line in my forehead, and Dr. Doug Henstrom took care of it one night, and I've been somewhat pleased to look in the mirror ever since.
I'm really disappointed you haven't gone there, Dusty. I'm a man. I'm 40.
It was coming.
Yeah. Enjoy it while you can, because you only have 1 year to do it.
I know.
And then it goes away. I'm a man. I'm 42. It just doesn't roll the same.
It's Tanuvasa on the drive, and can't get it. There's only 1 year to use that line. As Kaylee Rich gonna pay the foul. Oh, and here we go. Here is your Crumble Cookies 4-pack movie quote. She's in the 4th grade. You only have 1 year to do that too.
Well, if you pass.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, for most.
Yeah, for most. Yeah. A vast majority. I'm in the 4th grade. I can think for myself. She's in the 4th grade. There's the steal to Tanuvasa. Ahead, Shawnee Nordstrom. And I thought maybe get that on Jada Willis. She did not foul her as Nordstrom extends the lead to 6. There's Jada up top. Of course, the daughter of BYU legend Jamal Willis. There's a 49er running back as well in the Steve Young era. Oh, got Austin Feller open at the free throw line, and Austin Feller knocks down the 2.
Run a couple high screens and just come off as that defense is moving. It's a nice pull up there by Feller. He's had a strong first quarter.
Shawnee sends it back out to Tanuvasa. Kennedy Woolston off on the 3. Tanuvasa with the rebound, back out to Shawnee Nordstrom. She's short on the 3.
Be a one-possession game here.
An opportunity for the Thunder. Feller on the drive. Feller fouled. But I put her at the line to shoot 2 with 12 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, I thought had a foul at the top of the paint. You see the reach in there. Yeah, it pulls the arm right off the ball, but we'll get the one inside instead. And this will be a shooting foul as opposed to one on the floor. So I don't think Westlake will complain too much.
So at the line is Austin Feller. Of course, Austin was, I guess that one to go away, the senior, multi-year starter at Westlake. She's had 3 coaches for all 3 years in high school.
Yeah, that's not easy to do. And yet this program's continued to just win games.
Yeah, and get to the quarterfinal.
Yep.
10 seconds left in the quarter. There's Shawnee. Down the lane at Chloe Jensen. Doesn't get it. Board. Put back in bucket to Sarah Bartholomew. And that's how the first quarter will end. A good push by Westlake late, but it's Lone Peak leading 21-17. You're watching the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need.
And welcome back into the Huntsman Center. And as we've done, we'll do every game. We got a trivia question brought to you by Handel's Ice Cream. Get the question right. Hit us up on our social media, and you'll get a $10 gift card to Handel's Ice Cream. All right, who was the last 6A team to beat Lone Peak?
Not this year. So Copper Hills beat Lone Peak this year.
Prior
to that, who was the last 6A team to beat Lone Peak?
Okay.
I think Dusty knows this one.
I do know this one. I know when it happened. I'm just trying to remember who it was.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I thought you'd be like, oh, bam, I know this.
No, I know it.
I thought I was going to be giving you the gift card.
I used it in a game, and now I'm trying to.
I know. That's why I was like, this is a layup for Dusty, but apparently we got a post game vertical. He doesn't quite know what to do with it.
That isn't true. That isn't true at all. Who was the last 6A team to beat Lone Peak?
Prior to the Copper Hills loss
Prior to the Copper Hills loss this year, right?
6A.
6A school to beat Lone Peak. Who was the last 6A school to beat Lone Peak? Man, that answer came in quick. Oh, different thing. Oh, Mikkel Moss Nelson, you're one of my favorites. She gets 4 cookies to crumble. She's in the 4th grade down in real life. Steve Carell, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Mikkel, you get 4 cookies from Crumble. I'll message you here momentarily. We just need to get your contact information so we can get Crumble in touch with you to get your cookies. But Dan in real life, that's a good one. It's a Lister house, the Dusty Lister household favorite. As that ball goes out of bounds. That was a movie that my wife and I watched on our first date.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Austin Bigelow's not allowed to watch it.
He's not allowed to do a lot of things.
He did get to watch it at Timber Moose Lodge one year. As 9 seconds left, that ball goes out of bounds. And we'll go back with Westlake. Oh, Susie Applegate's after my own heart. No, it is not from Billy Madison.
I wish it was.
I do wish it was.
Tell you what, you hang on. We'll find a way to use it, Billy Madison.
Yes, we will. I can't wait till I go to high school.
Stay here.
For as long as you can.
We'll fit that in on the defensive side.
Yes. Chloe Jensen doesn't get that one to go. Back down the floor with Lone Peak in a 4-point advantage as Kennedy Woolston misses the 3. Rebound to Jada Willis. And Kennedy's opened up 0 for 2 from deep.
Lone Peak on stretch here, struggling to find the bottom of the net. Westlake hasn't been able to take advantage yet. Boy, Lone Peak, there's confusion on the defensive side.
And they're running a 3-2. And it is a 3 on the way. Back rim, gets her own board. Back up is Cheney. Can't get it to go on the rebound. And run out with Kennedy Woolston.
Yeah, they're trying to take away that three-point shot with that 3-2. Feels like there's a little bit of miscommunication on who's supposed to go where.
Inside out, Katie Lawrence off on the 3.
Westlake's doing such a better job on the glass in this second quarter. There's a lot of one-and-dones here for Lone Peak.
And sometimes we've had this in the girls' tournament for years. I remember when they had it at Slick, when they had the NBA line out there as well. It's just they're toning up at the college line for all their shots. Chloe Jensen long on the 3, and she too shot that behind the college 3.
And for Lone Peak, number 32, Caitlin.
We've got a winner. We've got a winner, and family member of a prior winner. We got, tell you what, Herman Nation's locked in,
and
are they?
Yes, they are. And not only that, they got a sister who's going to be collecting some gift cards, and hopefully she gets into mom and sister.
Yeah, Harriman, the last 6A team to beat Lone Peak. That was in the semifinal, Dusty.
That's why I knew. It was Nani Falatea.
Well, you sounded quite hesitant. You're like, who lost it?
It took me just a second. I had to remember.
I'm actually surprised we didn't hear from Coach Smith. I thought he'd be all over that.
He's yelling at somebody. Is there a steal? Shawnee Nordstrom with the rip. Shawnee Nordstrom with the layup. And a lead to 6.
Kenley, congratulations. We'll get you your Handel's Ice Cream gift card.
Kenley Enger. She and mom. That's a pretty good trip. Remember those gift cards are going to be used at the 114 South, Fort Union, or Ogden locations. As that 3 is good from Ava Cheney.
The long ball for Westlake, keeping them in this game. Lone Peak again, some empty possessions, especially in the second quarter. It's not a real deep Lone Peak team either. They only go 7 deep, maybe 8.
7, yeah, 8 and 9 only at the end of games that they're up handily. And a full timeout taken by Coach Nancy Warner, and we'll take it as well. 4:18 left in the half. You're watching the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. 4:18 left in the half. We had someone requesting a Billy Madison line. Well, not requesting. Thought it was Billy Madison. I'm just got all these Billy Madison movie lines going through my head.
You know, I should add, that last Lone Peak lost the 21 semi.
Yeah.
Like 2.5 years without losing in classification. Now, they lost out of state, right? So they won't get credit for consecutive wins or anything like that. But you talk about the run they've been on in their classification. It's been dominant.
December was a month to forget.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they lost to Ridgeline and they lost to Copper Hills. And that was the first one since then. So it's the same region. Region 2 now, formerly Region 3. Got them both times. But Nani Falatea versus Kaylee Woolston. And that one semi is there's a pass off the mark as that ball gets ahead, and the finish, no. And the rebound and run out with Tanuvasa. Naya down the lane into Jensen, can't get it. Bartholomew can't hold on to the rebound as she's gonna be fouled on the rebound. And it'll be Lone Peak ball on the baseline. Our officials. Did we do the officials today?
I don't think so.
Officials in this game, Jessica Omer, Reed Monson, and Kerry Holmes. And if I remember right, Kerry Holmes has a twin brother. I might forget. I might have the wrong one. Because I went and talked to him once at a restaurant. It was not him. Not at Tanuvasa.
Hey,
and a literal twin.
Great job on the game today.
Exactly what I did. And I go, hey, you can't yell at me today. He goes, what? And I was like, oh, you guys watch our videos. He's like, who?
Oh, that's great.
He goes, oh, my twin brother Kerry is an official. I was like, oh, as that ball goes out of bounds, and we'll go back.
You want to know why Dusty is a lover? Because he was always like, oh yeah, last name, gotta be. There's a brother. Oh yeah, we're all just family.
Yeah.
We're all just family.
We are.
Dusty's like IHOP. Isn't it IHOP? Oh, we're family in here, or something like that.
It's Olive Garden. When you're
Oh,
here,
that's
you're
right.
family.
That's right. Yeah.
That's not real Italian food either, but yeah. Jada Willis. Oh, can't get the deep one to drop. Zuri Nordstrom with the rebound.
She can really be a strong shooter too. When she gets in rhythm, she can knock 2, 3, 4 of those. Boom, boom, boom.
And Sarah Bartholomew again working inside.
Oh, Tanavasa.
Naya with the steal. Naya give it up to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee inside. Shawnee with the bucket.
Wasted opportunity to call a timeout. I'm just kidding. Heady play by Tanavasa and great support, recognizing teammate has the ball, chance to go get it.
Oh, nice take and make by Jada Willis. That's cutback elite kind of stuff right there from Jada Willis.
I see what you did there.
And another one for Sarah Bartholomew.
Another future Cougar and to BYU.
Feller sends that one back up top. Now it's Willis. Austin Feller will jump it from the free throw line, and just like she did in the first quarter, she knocks that one down. And a timeout again on the floor. Westlake, 2:04 left in the half. You're watching the 6A state tournament. 2:04 left in the half. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. I mean, we go movie quotes. How about restaurant slogans?
Hey, I'll be at the Red Lobster.
My treat. Inside, that ball knocked out of bounds by Austin Feller. And inbound along the baseline. As Westlake has kept this game close a couple of times.
Look, they've shot really well. And I love the confidence, too. Like, they haven't been shy. Sometimes when you play, teams where you're the underdog, you might see hesitation or you're worried someone's going to come out close. Westlake's, they've gone.
Colby Jensen gives that one up. Extra pass to the corner. Sarah Bartholomew with the block. Austin Feller with the loose ball. So to send that back up top, it was Sammy Riley that pulled on that first three. How about Sarah Bartholomew? That's out of bounds off of Jada Willis. Sarah's all fired up.
As family, we pride ourselves on our defense. That's a great play. Doesn't foul there. You see the chase. Way to go, cuz.
Wow. When she's here, she's family. Is Shawnee Nordstrom. Can't get that one to go.
We're always family, not just here.
And quickly up the floor, Jada Willis goes at Tanuvasa, blocked away, and the foul to Naya Tanuvasa. They put Jada at the line to shoot two.
Number 21, Naya Tanuvasa, first. At the line, number 4, Jada Willis.
So Jada to the line. Comes from a line of really good athletes. Talk about her father, Jamal. Her brother, Shaman Willis, was a defensive back, BYU and Weber State. She's a good athlete in her own right. If you want to see a hidden gem of a play, go to the 1991 BYU versus San Diego State game, and a catch that her father made was unreal. Unreal. But the free throw is good. It's a 6-point game. 32-26. Bartholomew up top to Woolston. Fired back inside. Naya Tanuvasa.
It's a great seal. You work Bartholomew outside, and then you allow Tanuvasa to really just own the paint. And the pass is what throws her open. Works her around the edge of the defense there, and a nice soft finish.
Jammed her thumb on that catch, too. Come to the corner. The three on the way off the mark. Rebound to Zuri Nordstrom. And Zuri turns that one over. The freshman turns it over to Sammy Riley. Now Jada Willis.
Westlake bench frustrated. They missed an opportunity.
So Lone Peak foul. Put the ball on the baseline.
You get a bucket here. Because with that foul, the shot clock resets. You can now take the last shot of this half. You make this a 2-possession game if you're Westlake.
Get that ball into Chloe Jensen. Riley. Seymour. Austin Feller in the lane. Back out. Jada Willis straight away. Off on the three. Rebound loose. Taken by Shawnee Nordstrom. 10 seconds for Shawnee. Kennedy Woolston with 5 to the rim and the finish.
Boy, the hard closeout opens up that drive.
And that will do it for the first half of play. As Lone Peak got a little bit of a push from Westlake. They push it back up to a double-digit lead as we go to the half. Lone Peak 36, Westlake 26. We'll be back with the halftime performances. After this, you're watching the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. And welcome back into the Huntsman Center. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. As always, presented by Heidemann Associates this week, brought to you by NutriCost. Go to NutriCost.com, use the code UTOMMADE, and get 30% off of your order. As I've shared before, and a couple times, I use NutriCost items or products. That's why they are a sponsor. Use the code UTOMMADE. There's a lot of products on there to help make your life better and get you the supplements that'll help your body run better as well. And a hiccups to boot.
For hiccups?
Well, I got to drink from the other side of my drink here. That three does not go for Ava Cheney. Now on the run with Tanavasa. Naya, Sikander nearly had the steal. As Shawnee Nordstrom will go to the top of the key. It's hard to think that Shawnee Nordstrom was once a freshman, rather, like Sikander in the state tournament. But she was, as Tanavasa stepped out of bounds. Shawnee Nordstrom was a freshman in that same state tournament that Lone Peak lost in the semis to Harriman. She was a freshman at Bingham. Matter of fact, she can win 4 state championships.
Yeah.
I didn't even put that one together till just now. And then their family moved to Cedar Hills as there's a three from Chloe Jensen. Her third three, I believe, of the ball game.
Correct. 11 points now for Chloe.
As the jumper short. Rebound into the hands of Kaylee Rich. You think back 2 years ago when we were here, her brother Willie was on the men's team that won in the quarterfinals to get to the semifinals. Then Chloe and crew I don't remember. I don't think they got to the semifinals that year. As Feller goes up top to Willis. Back over to Austin Feller, gets inside. Austin sends out Chloe Jensen, chased off 3, floats for 2 and scores. 13 now for Chloe Jensen.
She's such a talented scorer and one of the better scorers in 6A that probably doesn't get talked about enough. And even that versatility, you see her the hard closeout. All right, we'll just put the ball on the floor, step around, hit a little runner. A good game for Jensen.
Tanuvasa pulls up in the key, no. Rebound to Janice Sikander. Up top with Willis, back over. The 3 on the way from Cheney, no. And the ball will go back to Lone Peak.
In for Westlake, number 21, Ella Seymour. For the Knights, number 00, Katie Lawrence.
So Katie Lawrence comes on, a 7-point lead for Lone Peak. Over to Kennedy Woolston. Kennedy drives at Willis, got around her and scores.
Number 34, Kennedy Woolston.
Very excited to watch her development the next 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's a crafty move one-on-one, and you're right, we get a bunch more years of that in 6A.
And the 3, Chloe Jensen, I thought that was going to go. And now the run, Tanuvasa give it up to Bartholomew, and Sarah lays it up and in.
From
Naya Tanuvasa, and the lead now 11. Three on the way, long from Willis. Nice hustle getting to that ball by Ella Seymour. Sikander, baseline J, no. Rebound to Jensen. Chloe can't get that one. Another offensive rebound. Loose. Jensen out to Sikander, no. And finally for Lone Peak, they clear the rebound.
Wow, multiple chances for Westlake. Couldn't get it to go down.
It's going to be one that drives them nuts, and they think about that. That shot is no good. And now a foul in transition on Katie Lawrence.
Been pretty clear today that Westlake's mentality has been, you don't defend them, you attack them.
You take their game. I can't remember the next line.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
You throw it back at them? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shove it back. That's what it is. Shove it back in their face. Send that one out. Chloe Jensen. Oh, in and out. The board to Woolston. We just had the 44th anniversary of that game. Drop it in. Bartholomew. Pretty pass. Katie Lawrence. We don't talk a ton about Katie Lawrence. She's a very crafty passer.
She is, and she's one that I haven't done a ton of Lone Peak games this year, but the ones
I took them all.
I feel like her game has really gone to that next level this year, where you've seen her make more impact, both scoring, but also off the ball as well.
Yeah, I took all the Lone Peak games this year. I'm sorry, Dane.
I think I did one. It's when Dusty was bye-bye, I think.
That one, and I think did you do the games at Westlake?
I did. Yes.
Yeah, because remember you wanted the Westlake games. I let you have the Westlake game, the first one.
Very charitable of you.
Well, the other one you may have done, that's how we got Bauer Anderson.
Yeah.
What a great trip.
Right?
Bowers had to fit right in, and Bowers got to realize if we don't tease you, we don't like you. There's a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. We'll be back. 3:07 left in the third quarter. Out of the timeout, 3:07 left in the third quarter. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. That was a Utah Facial Plastics timeout. Again, I want to thank Utah Facial Plastics, offices in Draper and Layton. And again, it's not just about cosmetic surgery. It could be about hair restoration. If you have any medical issues with things you need to be taken care of, go to Utah Facial Plastics, the best surgeons in Utah. Hey, there's a question about timeouts. 2 timeouts left for Westlake, 3 left for Lone Peak. And the possession arrow downstairs belongs to Westlake, but the chat on the scoreboard is showing that it's Lone Peak. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Austin Feller sends that one out. As Feller gets it back, sends out to Jada Willis. Feeder set, 3's off the mark. Feller with the rebound and putback. Austin Feller having a good game.
Yeah, she is. Shooting a good percentage. Good track down there for the board and putback.
Senior Feller, as that ball goes out of bounds. And a storyline we haven't talked about today, and probably should. I know she doesn't want a lot of attention on this, but CJ Cox suffered in the game. I think you were there at the Westlake game. Westlake Lone Peak game, where CJ Cox hurt her knee and is severe enough of an injury that she is not going to be able to play next year. So her senior year, CJ Cox will be on staff at Westlake, part of the coaching staff.
Oh, wow.
She plays with a lot of the Lone Peak players during the AAU circuit, but essentially had her senior day because she will not be able to play next year.
Oh.
And she was part of our top 50 this last fall, I believe. As the 3 on the way is a little long, and the rebound to Katie Lawrence. Quickly ahead to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee drop it inside to Bartholomew. Spin to the paint and finish. Sarah having a good day.
Sarah Bartholomew for the night.
You hate to hear that for CJ. Obviously, injury is a part of it, but you never love when they're serious, affecting careers.
Especially so young.
Yeah.
Jada Willis, long on the 3. Rebound to Chloe Jensen. Feller then had that one, or is fouled then down low by Katie Lawrence. I totally get it. You know, my nephew Tage, last season just starting, he was going to be captain. He's not being able to play because that knee injury he had in the fall. Non-contact in the fall, but just feel bad. You get 3 to 4 years to make some great memories. As Feller gets loose in the paint and scores. Austin Feller, no matter how this game goes, she's going out with a bang. She's played outstanding on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, she has. How about that little jab? Just to free up enough room to get a shot off. Nice play.
Kendi Woolston to Bartholomew. Sarah to the cutting Shawnee Nordstrom. And Shawnee, still mad at Utah schools letting her get out of the state, going to Cal Baptist. Happy for Cal Baptist and for Shawnee, though. And Shawnee with the steal. Nordstrom feeds that into Katie Lawrence. A little too far underneath the hoop. And now a foul on Lone Peak, as the foul will be charged to Kennedy Woolston. That is the fourth team foul on Lone Peak.
And for Westlake, number 2, Janice Sikander.
As Janice Sikander comes back on. There's Jada Willis. Now top Sikander, back over to Jada. Oh, Cheney went a little late to Chloe Jensen, picked off by Woolston. Kennedy going coast to coast, step around, and the finish. Beautiful sequence there for Kennedy Woolston.
Yeah, very mature take there for Woolston.
Last second. They say, no, it would have counted had it gone. It goes in and out. But as Kennedy Woolston with the big play to close out the quarters, we go to the fourth. It is Lone Peak leading 50-35. Again, you're watching the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. Start of the fourth quarter, Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart from the Huntsman Center. We are game 5 today. Game 1 of the girls' side. Coming up next is going to be Davis and Corner Canyon. Can one of the best scorers, well, 2 of the best scorers in all of 6A. Who's going to take their team to the semifinals? There's Mortensen, who joined the 1,000-point club, versus Kendra Kitchen. Oh, Jada dribbled out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Lone Peak.
I'm not going to lie. Our trivia question in that game, gold.
Have we still haven't had an answer? Oh, we did get the answer in this one.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Ken the Anger, huh?
Gold. That next trivia,
yeah.
Gold. You talk about Mortensen and Kitchen, gold.
Well, I'm excited now.
Even Vince texted me yesterday. He's like, that one's good. I'm like, I know. I know.
It's gold or as good as Golden Boy?
Both.
Ooh, ooh, that's high Seinfeld praise.
Yeah.
Feel Golden Boy. He's losing his power.
How's Golden Boy doing? We didn't make it.
Wash, rinse, dry, repeat. So it makes him the Iron Man. He goes out there and plays.
Never takes a day off.
Wilson lost her footing, turns it over to Chloe, or pardon me, to take that back. The 3 from Willis is no good, as it was Ella Seymour that picked up that loose ball and has the rebound. As Feller on the baseline, no. Backside board to Sikander. Seymour fouled by Naya Tanuvasa. Going to put the sophomore, Ella Seymour, at the line.
At the line, shooting 2, number 21, Ella Seymour.
Boy, a game that Westlake was in, challenging, going back and forth. Lone Peak, they got a 15-point lead. This one getting away from the Thunder.
As Seymour misses the first, Kaylee Rich comes back on as Sarah Bartholomew will go to the bench. Get a breather. Second free throw good for Seymour. You know, sometimes the ponytail stuff really gets me because she and Chloe Jensen have almost the exact same hairstyle. As There's Naya Tanuvasa. Naya inside, the foul to Janice Sikander. The senior will go to the line as Sikander, just a freshman. Number 4 on Sikander. As Naya Tanuvasa, a 3-time state champion in high school. 2 times to the basketball team, won a soccer state championship this past fall. Was named first team All-State. But her winter basketball has just been a meteoric rise.
It has. And, you know, we talked about taking Lone Peak a little bit of time. I felt like the way the season started, her and Nordstrom started great. I mean, for me, it was like Naya was 15, 20 points a game to start off.
Talk about a senior going out of the bang.
Yeah, it's just
Chloe Jensen.
You never listen to me, Dusty. I'm just kidding. She's certainly, she's had a great game. And if this is her last one, she's going to have nothing to be disappointed about.
No.
She's played fantastic.
Lawrence, a little sharp, trying to find Zuri Nordstrom. And Kennedy Wilson going to come back on for Kaylee Rich. So it's Willis, Seymour, Thompson, Feller, and Jensen on the floor for Westlake. Woolston, Zuri Nordstrom, Shani Nordstrom, Tanuvasa, and Lawrence on the floor for Lone Peak, with Sarah Bartholomew ready to check in the next dead ball. Chloe puts it on the baseline to Feller. Feller back out. Thompson sends it out for 3. Ella Seymour. 4th. Let's see, Dan Barney got full 2. Seymour with the 3. Timeout on the floor. A 9-point game with 6:04 left in the 4th. Full timeout. We'll be right back. And welcome back in. 6:04 left in the 4th quarter. Dusty Lister, Dane Stewart, Kenzie Valentine will have our post-game interview. And goes to this one. I think some people don't realize how hard it is to get through 8 games, but Dane and I, you know, that's why I do the Hoop Fest every year. It kind of preps me for this. As there's a steal. Seymour had just hit a 3. Down the floor, Seymour is fouled by Kendi Woolston. It'll be 2 free throws for the sophomore, who can make it a 7-point game with 2 made free throws.
Been really impressed with the effort of Westlake today. It was a 15-point game not long ago. It's down to single digits. Can cut this down further. Wow. It's not like Westlake doesn't know what they're trying to do. They're defending the 3-point line really well. They're extending that zone, but you get enough ball movement, if we have just a little bit of space, Westlake's been able to take advantage.
As Seymour does hit both free throws, and it is a 7-point game with 5:45 on a rolling clock in the 4th quarter. Shani Nordstrom down the lane, put it up. Blocked away.
It was Seymour on the block as well.
Making big plays is the sophomore. Back out to Ella.
Just settle it. You don't need to rush it.
The 3 won't go, and the rebound is Zuri Nordstrom. It's a good look by Avery Thompson. Just couldn't get the drop. Inside to Bartholomew. Man, that was a pass. First left her hand, I think that's going in the first row. And it settled right in. Here's Sarah. 8:17 on the shot clock. Hand off Tanuvasa. Naya with 10, trying to find Kendi Woolston. A turnover. Almost feels like Lone Peak's getting a little too cute offensively. Not want to take over. As it is all Westlake, led by the sophomore Ella Seymour. And they got this thing within 7. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here to Utah Facial Plastics. 30-second timeout. Time for some bro talks. Look, guys, sometimes we think, hey, wrinkles are just part of life. Well, they don't have to be. Got a kind of a gnarly little wrinkle on the top of my forehead. Went and took care of it. Feel a little better. And you can go check this out at Utah Facial Plastics. Help you get better. Also, hair restoration options as well. Oh, the timeout did go full. So full timeout. No, he didn't. We'll do him arms out, so we'll fix it. We'll stay here.
Well, that's second horn, so I think we're good.
Mr. Official just walked out with both hands kind of out, so I'm just trying to figure it out. He fooled me just like his twin brother did.
Maybe he works at the airport most days and just practicing his signage.
I want to know the Chargers. If you're going to have the audible, he's going to come up and roll his hands over like Alex Smith used to every play when he was with Jim Harbaugh. But here we go to make it a 5-point game.
Don't need to get greedy with a 3. Just get a good look.
Here's Seymour driving on Bartholomew. Terminates, hanging down low, sends it to Feller with Tanuvasa. Feller sends out. Here's Thompson. Avery floated up and score it. And just like that, it is a 5-point game.
Case in point, Seymour, you could maybe make an argument to go up against Bartholomew. I thought there Sarah had good position. That's good recognition by the sophomore. Continue to work that ball around, find a good open look, and Westlake able to convert.
Seymour got her hands on it. Jada Willis comes away with the loose ball. And then it's Woolston picking up the foul from behind. It's an 11-1 run from Westlake. It was 50-35. I think Lone Peak's only scored 1 point in the quarter. This fourth quarter feels like it's gone for a while, but
this is pretty remarkable, Dusty. You get a shot here, you might have Brett Bones being picked up, calling the media.
Send it out to Feller. Know that they're doing this on the harder rim, Dane.
Yeah.
Jada Willis on the drive out. Tanuvasa. Tanuvasa called for the foul. She can't believe it. It's going to put Jada Willis at the line. Let's see. She thought she got ball. Number 3 on Tanuvasa. What'd you think?
Well, I was watching the ball. I didn't see a lot on the shot, but I wasn't really watching the hip if there was something on the body there. I didn't think there looked like there was a lot, at least on the basketball.
Willis hits the first. A chance to make it a 3-point game. And just like that, one possession. 51-48, a 13-1 run for Westlake. The back-to-back champs, they're going to have to earn their way to the semifinals. Katie Lawrence hands off to Kaylee Rich. Kennedy Woolston comes off the screen. Kennedy over to Shawnee Nordstrom in the corner to Rich.
This is good D.
Bartholomew back out.
Someone's got to be willing to take the shot.
10 seconds. Sends out. It's Lawrence. Long on the 3. Saved in by Bartholomew. No, it was out of bounds. And now Westlake can tie or get within 1.
This is where you miss a Kaylee. Right? In a big moment, that ball was always going to Kaylee or her backcourt teammate.
Just Ika?
Yes.
Yeah, Kaylee Ika. Now at CSI. Not on the floor. Westlake on an absolute tear.
Same thing. You don't need a 3 here.
Jada Willis with Kaylee Rich up top.
It's good aggressive play there by Rich.
4 seconds. Blocked away. What a play by Bartholomew. Sarah with the block. Now a chance for Lone Peak to get the lead back up to 5, potentially 6.
And here's the thing. Lone Peak still has the lead. So trust your defense. Go out and execute. Love the aggressive play we saw by Rich on the immediate closeout and then Bartholomew on the block.
Shawnee inside to Sarah with the flyby and the bucket to Sarah Bartholomew. Block on one end, bucket on the other.
I feel like Lone Peak could do that every possession if they wanted. That's a great job of getting that defense to play out. You seal the baseline. The pass leaves Bartholomew. Beautiful play by the Knights.
Love the action on that too. Timeout on the floor. We will take it as well. Full timeout, 2:25 left. You're watching the 6A state tournament on KSLSports.com.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need.
If you want to... 2:25 left in the fourth quarter. Dusty Litzer, Dane Stewart with you. Westlake basketball trailing by 5. They are on a 13-3 run.
And Dusty, the foul count 4 on Lone Peak, just 2 on Westlake. So every Lone Peak foul, the Thunder will be heading to the line.
Jada Willis cut off, sends it back out to Feller. Feller down the lane to the rim, no. Loose ball, taken by Shawnee Nordstrom. And then the foul to Janice Sikander, just the 3rd team foul. And they'll keep the ball with Lone Peak. And they have one more. They say
second on Jensen.
Second on Jensen.
Yep.
Skip to Lawrence. Katie in the lane. To the rim. No. Rebound to Sarah Bartholomew. And another board and bucket to Sarah.
They were looking to start there. Westlake brings the help on that baseline, so they skip it across to Lawrence. And then the defense in trying to rotate. And this shot, and Bartholomew able to get the second chance and score it.
Drop it inside to Feller. She has Shawnee Nordstrom with her, misses the shot, and then picks up the loose ball foul on the rebound.
And 2 looks from within 4 feet that Austin Feller would love to have other opportunities at. I mean, that's a tough shot. You don't really get a good look at the rim before you go up.
So both teams have 14 fouls. The possession arrow belongs to Lone Peak, both with 1 timeout left as we go to 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this quarterfinal. Katie Lawrence terminates a long ways away from anybody, throws the ball away. Jada Willis with Lawrence on the chase. Willis with the layup.
Well, usually in those situations you see a foul call too. The big swipe, none there.
Must have swung and missed.
Just like my batting swing.
Shawnee Nordstrom right to the rim.
Oh.
Left it short, got the board. Call no shot on the foul.
Sikander.
And the Sikander's number 5. Colby. No, it's on Janice Sikander.
Yeah, they're indicating the 5th, so that, and they just announced close.
I think Dan just got a little confused, 2 and 3.
Well, no, they're shooting the free throw. So it must have been on Jensen. No, okay. All right, we got all sorts of confusion. It was the 5th foul on Sikander.
But I'm shocked they let her shoot the free throw.
Me too. I think the officials weren't all on the same page there.
So
they're going to count that free throw.
We'll have some officials reach out to us about the mechanics of that. It seems off as Shawnee goes 0 for 2. Sarah, board, bucket, and 1. Sarah Bartholomew, big time play from the senior.
Boy, what a job on this rebound. Look at where she starts. She's on the other side of the key. Comes around. And how about the emotion from the senior? Man, Westlake gave him a fight. But you see the relief and the energy, the burst from Lone Peak as they try to close this out.
Well, it was a big run to get it within 3. And Lone Peak has scored 6 unanswered.
In for Westlake, number 32, Ava Cheney.
As Ava Cheney comes off of Feller.
It might have been the 5th on Feller. It felt like an extended delay there as Feller coming off the floor now. Not sure that's the case, I'm guessing, but the senior looks like she may be done. Good effort tonight for Austin.
Second free throw, or probably D free throw, good. And an 8-point lead for Lone Peak with 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Jada Willis with Shawnee Nordstrom nearly getting the steal. Nice take, can't get it. Sarah Bartholomew with the rebound. .30 seconds. As Lone Peak got pushed here And it's going to be Lone Peak heading back to the semifinals once again. Be the 4th year in a row, or probably 3rd year in a row, to the 4th year in a row, because Katie Woolston and then, yep. All those years bleed together just like the games bleed together.
Yeppers?
Yeah, I text that a lot.
Oh, what have I told you about saying yeppers?
Shit, don't do it. Yes. Said not to do it. Yes. I text Yeppers a lot to Austin Bigelow, the cameraman today. As Tanu Vasa rebounds that missed free throw.
Can't tell you how impressed the effort from Westlake was. Going down 15, that comeback, they had a lot of people in this building wondering about the outcome of this game.
Well, it upped the energy level, that's for certain, and the angst as well. But it was a terrific effort from the sophomore, Ella Seymour. She nearly willed that whole, well, she jump-started it and nearly willed the complete comeback. But it's the Lone Peak Knights and the championship pedigree showing in the latter part of the 4th quarter. They were pushed, but they did not fall. It is Lone Peak 59, Westlake 50. Your final score. Dane, your thoughts and selection of a player of the game.
Well, we said it on the boys' side. If you're going to win a state championship, you're going to have to go through a test. Lone Peak just went through a heck of a test after a team that they beat twice this year by over 20. And tonight, Westlake gave them everything they could handle. Heck of an effort from Westlake. They've got a young core coming back. Obviously, some of the seniors are going to be missed, players like Jensen and Fetter, but Lone Peak with enough to able to overcome it. My player of the game, my first cousin-in-law once removed, Sarah Bartholomew. Her plays late were critical in this game, offensively, defensively. You talk about the corner block, the rebounding, second chance opportunity. Sarah Bartholomew was fantastic to help Lone Peak come out on top.
Now let's send it down, get ready to send it down to Kenzie Valentine as she is down there with Sarah Bartholomew. And Sarah had the big clutch plays down the stretch to help get the win for Lone Peak. And we're going to find out the height difference between Sarah Bartholomew and Kenzie Valentine as well. All right, let's get ready to send it down to Kenzie. Kenzie.
Congrats on the win, Sarah. You guys are one step closer to being in the finals for the 3rd straight year in a row. How are you feeling right now?
I mean, it's great, and I think it's just a great team win. We battled really hard, and so excited to be with these girls. They're such a great team, and I couldn't beat anything without them, so I love them so much.
Tell me the story behind the gold ribbons in the hair.
Oh, we started this, I think, our 1st year going to state. And gold it's royalty, and it's a standard we hold ourselves to, and just always being proud of ourselves and taking pride in everything. So,
walk me through that moment when the ball was just circling around the rim and it finally went in. I saw the emotion on your face. Tell me about it.
I mean, it's just a whole bunch of hope going in, and for a split second, you're thinking about what you're going to do when it goes in. So just celebrating with teammates, it's amazing.
Congratulations once again. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Sarah Bartholomew, on being our Heidemann Associates Player of the Game. Go to Utah.law to get a free consultation and let them know that Rewind sent you. Again, Lone Peak going back to the to the semifinals. Once again, under Coach Nancy Warner, they got a push from Westlake, but able to take care of business. Again, Lone Peak with a win over Westlake. For Dane Stewart, Kenzie Valentine, Austin Bigelow, and Vince Francis, along with Bauer Anderson. I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching our coverage, the KSL Sports Rewind coverage of the 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. Your online home for state championships, as always, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you this week by NutriCost.